We have a Chevrolet Volt. I like that I can commute back and forth to my job pretty much on electric.
The Chevy Volt is part of a growing market for electric vehicles.
I'm happy to be one of the people that gets to drive an EV vehicle first and really kind of test it out because they simply are great cars.
I think it's a growth market.
And there are many more choices today than there were just a few years ago.
You have folks that come in and don't even realize they're a candidate for a plug-in electric or a full electric, and once you talk through about what their needs and wants and driving habits are, suddenly they're like, wow, this makes a ton of sense for me.
Let's compare some popular options, starting with vehicles that rely solely on electricity. Nissan was early in the market with the pure electric Leaf.
It came on the market in 2011. From the ground up, it has always been EV. It wasn't retrofitted from gas. In terms of maintenance, the only thing you're looking at is tire rotations every 7,500 miles, diagnostic every 12,000 miles, and then a microfilter maybe every 15,000 miles. Commuters are actually embracing it a lot more. It's a reliable car. It's been on the market, so they know it's not a flash in the pan, and they're becoming more and more comfortable with it.
Sticker price for the Leaf starts around $29,000. The electric range is 84 miles per charge, enough for many people to comfortably commute to and from work and run a few errands before needing another charge. In 2014, BMW entered the electric market with the i3. Like the Leaf, it's a good option for people who don't often drive long distances.
City drivers are the best market. If you drive, say, 80 miles or less a day round trip, it's something to consider. The one thing to keep in mind is battery range when it gets cold out. You are going to see less miles than you would see when it's, say, 70 degrees.
And that's true for every electric vehicle. Sticker price for the i3 starts at around $41,000. The electric range is 81 miles per charge. The i3 has a similar electric range to the Leaf, enough to commute comfortably and drive around town a little without needing to charge. The Chevrolet Volt is known as an extended range electric vehicle.
It's a little different concept than some of the others that are out there.
Though the Volt runs exclusively on an electric motor, it does have a gas-powered component that can kick in just to charge the electric battery.
So if you run out of electric, the engine starts charging the battery. It's a mileage extender. Let's call the engine an extender rather than an engine, because it extends your range by the ability to charge the battery as you're driving it.
Sticker price for the Volt starts around $34,000. The electric range is 38 miles per charge. If you work about 15 miles from home, that's enough to make a trip to and from work on electric without charging. At times when the battery runs out, you just keep driving using the range extender. Toyota joined the market with a chargeable plug-in version of their standard hybrid.
But basically, it's just a regular Prius with a more advanced battery and an onboard charging system. It'll stay electric as long as the batteries have charge and you're below 60 miles an hour. So it's a perfect city car. The Prius does have a button on the dash. It's an HV/EV button. You can go between electric vehicle and hybrid vehicle. So let's say you're heading out down the highway. Press it to HV and it'll drive like a regular Prius. Then when you get into the city, you press EV and then it becomes an electric car again in the city.
Sticker price for the plug-in Prius starts around $30,000. The electric range is 11 miles per charge, enough for only short trips solely on battery power. Then the car automatically switches into hybrid mode. Ford has two plug-in hybrid options on the market, the C-Max and the Fusion.
C-Max is going to allow you more headroom because it's got a taller cabin in it, more flexibility because you can fold down the back seats and it's got a hatchback on it, and it's going to sort of give you that crossover sport utility sort of thing, but still utilizing the hybrid plug-in technology. The Fusion is a slightly heavier car, it's a slightly wider car. It's basically marketed as somebody who likes a mainstream automobile but still wants to take advantage of plug-in hybrid technology.
Sticker price for the C-Max starts around $31,000. The electric range is 20 miles per charge. The plug-in Ford Fusion is a little more costly, starting around $35,000. The electric range is also 20 miles per charge. With either car, many people could drive to work or across town, charge up if you had a few hours, and then drive home all on electric power.
You'll get the good use of the electric for a certain amount of range, and then it automatically switches to the hybrid mode.
Everybody's got an electric vehicle option now.
All the electric vehicles have an unexpected benefit.
I know people think EV cars could be kind of doggy, but they've got a lot of get up and go.
It's all torque instantly.
It's faster than a Corvette off the line.
But they're very fun to drive. You know, in town, it can go fast.
Regardless of manufacturer, all the electric vehicles are most efficient in city driving.
If you're driving in town, you're doing stop and go traffic, the motor becomes a generator every time you brake. Every time you stop, you're going to be recharging that battery.
And if drivers need to charge up around Madison, they won't have trouble finding a charging station.
Don't sweat range anxiety. There's plenty of stations in town here.
MG&E has done an excellent job as far as getting them out.
We have 26 locations across the Madison, Middleton, Monona, Fitchburg area.
This is something that makes sense to this community.
Madison is an early adopting city. We want to be either a step ahead or right with our customers learning about this new technology. We've got folks that are very environmentally conscious.
And they're a very educated market, so it's a car that fits that.
I just really like that I'm not always burning fossil fuel to get back and forth to work. I'm concerned about taking care of the air quality. It's a little bit better for all of us. So I just feel like I'm doing my part a little bit.